stars of the supernatural are back.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today I've got the brand new Haslab Ghostbusters Ecto-1 and a bunch of action figures to look at. I've actually had this for a couple days, just hadn't had the time to open this up and take a look, so sorry about that. Hopefully you will check it out with me. So I know this is just going to be another box inside of here, so let me go ahead and get that one out. Okay, so box layer number 2. Not really very exciting. Glad they got a little, this end up so I knew which way I was going. G2876 is what it says on there. Let's check out the next layer, shall we? Let's. Oh, here's what we've been waiting for. Oh, looks cool already. I dig it. Okay, so inside the outer box, it looks like this. It comes in 2 boxes, heavily Ghostbusters 2. Such a cool so many little Easter eggs and stuff on here. It's really worth taking a look at before you dig into it. A lot of things will recognize, of course. I'll just let you take a look. Of course, this is the Ectomobile Deluxe Edition Plasma Series, as they call it. It's like, some good old tools that the boys will work on the Ecto-1 with. This is 2 boxes held together with the little piece here. I would love to have actual toolboxes that look like this, but could you imagine how heavy that would be? I mean, this box is already pretty heavy. But so there's the whole thing. And so you can check out just, a couple more little nods to the movie. Pretty cool. And here's what you get inside figure-wise. Of course, we knew we get the Ghostbusters, and they're rarely seen Ghostbusters 2 jumpsuits that were the darker versions that you really mainly just saw them running around in, some kind of little bits, They didn't wear those a whole lot in the movie. Finally get a Lewis Tully, so a Slimer and a Librarian Ghost. So I can't wait to see those. And of course, you can make the Ecto-1 look either, you could either make it 1984 style or 80. What was it, 89 when the second movie came out? I'm kind of eludes me. I think it was 88, 89. Can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, the Ecto-1 looked a lot different in both movies, so this is going to give us the look of either one. So let's get after it. All right, and this is the top box. This is the one we're going to look in first. Got some cool stuff. And of course, Ghostbusters 2 did come out in June of '89. Of course, I should remember that was the big thing over the summer. So I just love looking at all these little things before we open this up. Okay, so when you take everything out of the little red box, first thing that you're going to slide out is some stickers. And what I'm going to assume are little sheets of many stickers, and probably, a little guide to tell you how to, change the Ectos back and forth. Because here is a whole different rig that goes on top of the vehicle. Got the piece there with like duct tape or something. And for whatever reason, Ghostbusters 2 had a lot more elaborate stuff going on Ecto-1. Or was it Ecto-2? I don't know. But they have done a great job at reproducing that, so we can do that to our Ecto-1. A lot of cool stuff in here. Yep, I'm gonna have to figure out how all these go. Wow. The detail on these little pieces, I mean, they're not probably showing up on my phone. I'm doing this on my phone, but in hand, they look really beautiful. And all these lights come on, and that, you know, this is gonna have some words and things on it, so get ready for that. Hopefully I have batteries so I can do this today. Anyway, next thing you're gonna look at is all the Ghostbusters accessories. There's all their little electric cords and slime blowers, and looks like a thermal mug and balloons for the kids. And no, you're not getting He-Man this year, little young Ivan Reitman. You're getting Ghostbusters. So there you go. And here's the boys. Here they are, and they're, I believe, kind of dark navy blue jumpsuits, looking very Ghostbusters 2. Yes, very cool, very cool. And they got their packs. Here's the wands, and they all come with the stream, so you know there won't be any of this trying to buy this figure or that figure to get the proton beams. They're all there. So here is the guys, the main Ghostbusters. So, yeah, they look great. So of course the slime packs were pretty heavy duty. They had to get a very elaborate setup to use these. And here are the boys themselves, ready to bust some ghosts. Now that they are busted out of their package, and they look good. Let's take some close looks at them. I think Ray looks very good. Looks very much like Ray stands. Got all the Ghostbusters 2 specific gear on his belt there. A lot of people don't realize their gear is just a little different than in the second movie. But I think they could have just easily gave us the same gear from the other figures, but no, these are all new sculpts. Of course, they got the Ghostbusters 2 ghost on the arm. I love that. They give their name tags are a little different, but I got all their stuff. Venkman, the only one that couldn't figure out how to blouse his flight suit. Not that you would blouse a flight suit, but and good old Egon. Look at that smile on Egon. Like he just had a good. He found a Twinkie in his pocket that he didn't know he had. I like how they did his glasses. That's part of the sculpt. But they look like he's wearing glasses. So, good to go, Hasbro. Good on you. Very cool. Yep. Winston, no mustache. Clean shaven Winston. Which, I think there was an interview with Ernie Hudson one time where they asked him, like, did you shave your mustache off because of your cartoon character? He was like, no, just not have a mustache then. So I was like, oh, okay. But that's what he said. But either way, that's what he looked like in the movie, and I think that's a good sculpt of him. I think that really looks like Winston. There we go. Get a good shot of them all. There are the boys. And they look great, man. Very good. I dig it. So, like I said, all this stuff does kind of plug together. And you can see, it's like a little electrical plug in there and some lights and stuff to kind of keep it together. So, this will be cool. Okay, so when you open the second box, looks like there is 2 boxes in here as well. Let's check out what they are. Okay, so the big second box, there's like a little box in here, which I'm guessing that's more figures. It's the sticker sheet, which I'm assuming a lot of these are just going to be, stickers for just whatever, gee whiz. I can't imagine that Ecto-1 having tons and tons of stuff on it. Maybe I'm wrong, but here it is. Slimer. It comes with, I don't know, it looks like windshield wipers, rear view mirror, you know, more Ecto-1 kind of stuff, some more lights. But look at that guy. Look at him. Who's a good ghosty? Good old Slimer. Look at his big booty. Look at Slimer's booty. Yep, screen accurate. Slimer had a big butt, y'all. Okay, so we know the main vehicle is in here with so much stuff to go through. And the little box, so much stuff to go through. So let's take a look. What's in here? So, okay, what is in here? Looks like oh, there's the radio. So that comes out. Weird. Another kind of wand. There's the old gurney that they put their packs on. Some more stuff. And oh, look who it is. Oh, and behold. There's the library ghost. And Louis Tully. Look at that famous Louis Tully expression on his face. Where he just ran like 10 miles. It was like, whoa, this thing is heavy. And he's right, it is. Look at that old gal. Very cool. She really just wants you to read peacefully, not bother anybody. And here is Slimer, Library Ghost, Librarian Ghost. But she's not picking her nose. It's just a bad ankle, sorry. And good old Louis Tully, looking cool. And of course he comes with some gear. He comes with a PKE meter, proton pack, a trap, telephone, which I think is part of Ecto-1, because, you know, some more lights and stuff that comes with that. Good old Slimer. It's nice to have a proper movie Slimer that's in scale with the 6-inch gang. He looks great. Again, a lot of people don't know that Slimer had a lot of junk in the trunk there, but he sure did. And the librarian ghost, she is nicely translucent. I don't know if that's going to show up really well or not, but she looks really nice. I think the lighting's fairly decent in here. I had to go in my kitchen instead of where I kind of do projects and stuff in the corner. Yeah, Lewis got the Ghostbusters 1 gear on. His pee hose is clear. He hasn't used it yet, I guess. Man, he looks cool. Earmuffs do not come off, sadly. But they look good. It's all part of the sculpt, and I dig it. Yeah, looking at the librarian real quick, the book that she holds in her hand is, what is it? Got some cool pictures and stuff on there from Tobin's Spirit Guide is what she had. Now, I don't know if this is what she had. Probably not originally, but how funny would that be? Kind of a retcon where she was actually holding Tobin's Spirit Guide with all the info on, you know, Zool and Vince Glorto and Gozer and all that. And she was trying to tell them, but they didn't know. They just wanted to get her. That was their plan. And here is the beautiful girl herself, Ecto-1. This thing is massive coming out of the box. Like, I mean, I've seen we've all seen the pictures. We know it's a big thing. It's a Haslab, obviously. 6-inch scale. It's actually in scale for the 6-inch figures. And it's just, you know, you're used to the kind of, maybe the vintage one or some of the newer toy ones, and you kind of got it in your mind that it's about half this big, right? But it's not, man. It's a big car. It's very cool. I've seen, one of these in real life. Some of the local Ghostbuster clubs. Somebody made one and it looks amazing. But to have this in action figure form is phenomenal. Let's see. Open the door. Looks like plenty of room in there. Yeah, that looks like how you would think hopping into the Ecto-1 would look like. Look at the steering wheel. Look at the detail. That's incredible. Wow. Just need a Janine figure to be calling on the radio. We got one. And they're like, oh, cool. Door. Is it open? Looks like it opens. Hope it does. Oh, by the way, it rolls like a champ. That's very nice. Very nice detail. Let's see. How does this open? Yeah, like you would think. Well, that's good. Yeah, just the attention to detail on these things is amazing. So, yeah, I got a bunch of junk in there, just like they did in the movie. Instead of putting patients back there, they have their gurney with their proton packs. So you can set 2 figures up front, and I think only one in the back. Is that right? Yeah. Bummer, only one in the back. Well, I guess that's accurate. In the cartoon, you always see them all of them pile in there, but I don't know. I mean, I guess you could put a 4th figure in there. They would just be really crammed. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. That was always important to me as a kid, that you could put, if you had a vehicle that were supposed to hold multiple figures, you could get them all in there. But I think this it does what it's supposed to. Oh, that's kind of comes out. Oh yeah, there we go. Just like a real car. Very awesome. Take a quick look under the hood. Yeah, look at that. Probably a lot cleaner than the screen used version. But yeah, wow, looks like a real engine. A lot of space under there. It's like an old vintage car. Wow. Very awesome. And here they all are out of the box. Ready to go on call. Looking very cool. And none of the accessories were very difficult to get out and put on them, which you would possibly expect. But no, they all got their stuff on them pretty easily, and they're all ready to rock and roll. But here they are with Lewis, the unofficial 5th Ghostbuster, or maybe he was official. I don't know. We didn't get to find out in any of the newer movies, but man, I think he looks good with them. They all scale well. They look good. Hasbro did a great job. Very impressive. Okay, so just want to do some quick comparisons with the figures. This is, of course, the new Ray and the regular Ray that was in stores a few years ago. The rooftop set hasn't come out yet. You see Egon. Looks, yeah. I don't know which one I like better. They both look very Egon-y, economic. And then Winston, I think they did a good job with both. I think, some people that complain about the head sculpts, they really need to go back and look at the movies, because, the actors are like, what, 4 or 5 years older at this point, so, Peter looking good. Very good likeness of Bill Murray. Either way, which head sculpt do you like better? And then, Rick Moranis or Lewis. The only other figure I have of him is the Mattel one, where he's getting, beat beaten up by old Vince Glore too, the demon dog there. So that's my comparisons. And a few comparisons. This is the vintage Ecto-1. This is the one from, I want to say, Afterlife. I didn't get the Frozen Empire one because I figured it was the same kind of one. This was the one that came out for the G.I. Joe scaled figures that they kind of don't really fit in it, but it's still a really nice looking Ecto-1. It is the smallest of the bunch, unfortunately. Then you got this big Mamma Jamma that we're looking at today. So when I say it's a big boy, you see what I mean, next to some of the oldies but goodies for the Ectos. And one more comparison. I guess Mattel did make a Slimer that I forgot about. I think he came in a 2-pack with Egon. But as you can see, it's a little more like a cross between the movie one and the animated one, I want to say. Because he looks just too darn happy as to where, you know, Ghostbusters 1 and 2 Slimer looks like he's ready to tear up some hot dogs, you know. And I do like how he's translucent. I think that was a good call. See, he didn't have the big booty. He had more of the, like the little tail, like the animated Slimer had. But that might be accurate to a different model, maybe for the video game or something. But I'm not really a Slimer expert. I just play one on TV, or YouTube, as it were. Okay, so I got all the little bits and bobs out of the plastic, and again, this big old chunk is all for Ghostbusters 2. So I don't think I'm gonna. I may put this on. We'll see how far I feel I get into it. I don't know. But here's all their proton beams, and these, you know, there's some little filler plugs. If you say you don't want to put like the antenna on. These hoses are they for the trap? I'm not sure. Maybe for the slime thrower. I'm not sure. Books for the librarian. Library ghost. Who would stack books like this? And I always forget where this ladder goes, so I'll have to figure that out. I know it's like it goes on the side, but I'm always like, yeah, but how's it go on the side? So ghost trap, whatever this thing is. I think this is probably goes to part of this. Thermal mug. See if I can. Oh, it's definitely worth taking a look at. There it is. Thermal mug. And balloons for the kids. Where'd it go? Oh, it's only one balloon, but that's so cool if they put a little balloon in there. Oh. Alright, so there. Car phone. Oh, the toaster. The toaster with the hate slime. I like the metallic. It's painted to where it looks a lot like a real little toaster. Of course, it could have been black right there, but that's fine. The hate slime or whatever that's coming out of there. It's like, oh man, that's awesome. I can just see Venkman singing to this right now. Comes with their little car radio. That's pretty cool. Another one of those gadgets that go on the roof somehow. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, some more side accessories, and oh, here's the slime blower stuff. Slime. And more little odds and ends. This goes in the back to replace some of the lights, because some of the lights are different in the second movie. Because it had all these things on, you know, when they're playing the music, and then it's got a little step in the back. So I did have to get the screwdriver out to put batteries in it, so we're going to get to that here in a second. Okay, so I don't have any stickers on it, and I could put a few more little odds and ends on it, but what I want to focus on right now is you take three AA batteries, you put it under there, you turn it on, and do that. There's buttons under the front that turn the lights on, which looks like that's awesome enough, but then it does that. And it turns off. And you can even turn, I don't know if you can see it, but you can even turn the inside lights on inside the cab. So that's neat. Apparently that doesn't stay on. That's okay. And you can flash your lights a little bit. Maybe make it do a turn signal. Oh, there we go. There we go. There, now we got the lights on. Now we get the whole enchilada going. Yeah, baby. How cool is that? That looks incredible. I love it. And you could have some car problems. You start up the car. There you go. And you can start the car. How cool is that? You can turn it off. And turn it back on. I don't know why I love that so much. And apparently there's a combination to do this that I'll have to work on, but it all lights up. Very cool. All these things light up. It looks very realistic. Very cool. Me likey. Okay, so this isn't going to be 100% accurate, but to take the top off, so to speak. All right, this just comes right off, and you can put the Ghostbusters 2 on here. Actually, I'll have to figure out how this piece goes. I think it goes through the window or something. Okay, not through the window. It just goes down and plugs in the side there. I thought that was where that went. All right, so I've got Ghostbusters 2 top put on here. It does have these nice little antennas that are actually wired, so it's cool. All right, now let's see what this bad boy does. All right, lights are on. All right. Careful. There's only like 2 buttons, so it's definitely an order of how I need to go on. Let's see if I can. Inside light. I might be missing something. Okay, so you got to hit the light bar, the light switch 3 times. There we go. Yeah. There it is. And it doesn't go forever, I guess. Well, it's a little bit of playing with. I'll figure it out. I don't know if that, I don't think it scrolls or anything, but I think you can put maybe a sticker in there or something. I think it does light up. There we go. Well, I'm glad this amuses me because for the money I paid for it, it doggone should, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think it should. I could literally mess with this all day, but I don't want to bore you guys too much. I just wanted to kind of hit some cool things and share this experience with you. Okay, so all the lights and sounds work. Again, I don't have any of the stickers or anything else put on. I got just little, you know, a few little things to put on. You know, like these lights go on the back of here like this. That's cool. But I did want to just show you one more thing, is that they do all fit in there. I got Egon sitting there. I got Pete sitting in the back. I don't know if you can see him, but he's in there. And then, again, I don't know if you can see how well you can see this, but Winston's in there. There's actually a lot of room in the front, so you could probably cram another one in there. Man, it glares. And then, of course, Ray driving. So, anyway, that's it. The Ectomobile Deluxe version. I guess you could have gotten a version of this that is just one version of the other with no figures, I think. Is that what it was? I don't know. But this is Haslab. I don't remember what the deal was. I was actually waiting on it so long. But got it yesterday. No, not yesterday. Probably more than a week by the time you guys see this video. I don't know why I'm trying so hard to get that on there with one hand, so I'll stop. But there it is. Fun stuff. So glad I got this. What do you guys think? Did you get it? You waiting on yours still? Do you not want it? Do you not care? Are you Ghostbustered out? You got enough Ghostbuster stuff? Or are you just waiting on the firehouse? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it wasn't super too crazy long. But anyway, please like, subscribe, and until next time, we will see ya.